Arjuna in Bhagavad-gītā is that, hey, you're lamenting. That means you're in the wrong state of consciousness. Desire and lamentation are two symptoms of wrong consciousness. So first of all, you have to understand you're a spirit soul, you're immortal, you never die, you're never born, you can't be destroyed, you can't be changed by any material elements. See? So when the soul is in contact with material energy, we suffer. That's an anartha. When the soul is in contact with spiritual energy, we enjoy, and that's Kṛṣṇa consciousness. I can't make it any simpler than that. Any other questions?
Mostly very basic. I don't know if you want to.
Well, let's see, what do we got? If it's too basic, then we'll just laugh and do the lion song.
Okay, there's several. Question from Prasad. Does gambling include employee stock purchase plan? The next one is...
If you believe what it's printed on that sheet of paper, then, go right ahead, What can I tell you? Then all those promises are false. All those promises on all those pieces of paper are no good. Huh? They're all a post-dated check. Huh? If I buy your car and I give you a post-dated check, here, $10,000 post-dated check, now give me your car. Huh? Are you going to accept that? Then why should you accept a piece of paper that says, maybe someday you can cash this in and get some money? I mean, all I can say is if you buy that, you deserve whatever happens. The whole economy is falling apart and this guy wants the stock. Yeah.
Want more?
There's more like that?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Jaini Mai. Dandavats Babaji. Just like Prasad, I have a similar question.
Oh dear.
If Babaji wants to profundize, is that a word? Profundize?
It is now.
In the principle of satya, that implies no gambling. Do you like to express the sinful reaction of buy a lottery ticket, for example?
Stupid.
Question from Melissa. Is it okay to think about devotional service while chanting, community planning, or purchasing books?
Yeah, that's your service. Prabhupada, one time, he said you can think of your service while you're chanting and Kṛṣṇa will help you. He'll give you intelligence on how to do your service. See, that's what you other devotees should be doing. Instead of asking these silly questions, you should be chanting and thinking about the philosophy and trying to understand it by reading the Srila Prabhupada's books. And then come up with good questions. Like, how do I change my consciousness? How do I do mystic yoga? How do I observe my real self? How do I advance? How do I get rid of anarthas? How do I, or why, or, I mean, come on, just read one line of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam and there'll be 10 questions you can ask about it.
Question from Ronald. When Arjuna refused to fight his family members, was that considered anarthas?
What do you think? I'm asking you, what do you think? Oh boy, that's high.
He says, I don't know. He was a great devotee of the Lord. Maybe not.
Then why did Kṛṣṇa chastise him for it? Huh? He basically called him a fool. He said, you're speaking learned words, but you're lamenting for what is not worthy of grief. What's that about? A? It's B. That's the highest it's ever been. Yeah. Nobody's saying anything?
Maybe not, he says.
Maybe. What is this maybe? Is it or isn't it? Can't you think? Can't you use your intelligence? The first thing Arjuna says,
Oh, he says.
I can't attack my family members.
Oh, he
It's
says.
not right. And then first thing that Krishna says is, while speaking learned words, you're lamenting for that which is not worthy of grief. Huh? The self-realized soul does not lament over these material things. Huh?
He says, yes, it is.
It's an anartha.
It is.
Of
Yeah.
course it's an anartha.
To give up this weakness of heart.
Yes, right. Hridaya durbalyam. Huh? Give it up.
Question from Mother Swati. Is it the sole form of the anartha also when the mind plays the game that this desire is not for me but for my service?
Oh boy, that's tricky. That's really tricky. Yeah. Yeah. That's how all my godbrothers fell down. Huh? You know, it's the old kill for Jesus program. Huh? Huh? You like that? You go to church, you know, and the guy is up there on the pulpit pounding on the Bible. We got to go to war and kill for Jesus. You see? So he's preaching anartha in the name of religion. The mind also does this. The mind says, oh, we need lots and lots of money so we can preach. Yeah, great idea. Or, you know, we need to become like really, really famous on the internet, you know, so we can preach. Or we need a really, really beautiful temple, you know, so we can preach. Right? But what really is going on? I want a really beautiful temple so I can enjoy. I want lots of money so I can be powerful. I want to be famous so everybody knows me and everybody wants to get my association or something. See? Do you think Kṛṣṇa doesn't know? Maybe other people don't know. Maybe they are fooled. But Kṛṣṇa isn't fooled. See, if we really want to serve Kṛṣṇa, he will know. But if our desire is tricky, then he'll also know that. We can't fool Kṛṣṇa. And Kṛṣṇa will give the results of our activities, not anybody else. You know? Maybe someone can fool 1 or 2 or 10 or 100 or 1,000 people. You know? But they can't fool Kṛṣṇa. And it's Kṛṣṇa who awards the results of our activities, not anybody else. You know? It's like people, I don't know why, they think that somehow or other this whole process or the existence or the laws of karma or something are mechanical. And so if we fool enough people, then somehow we'll get away with it. But we can't fool Kṛṣṇa, we can't fool Yamaraj. They're always going to know because it's their business and they're empowered to know. So we may fool the people around us and all like that, but we can't fool them. We can't fool Kṛṣṇa, we can't fool his bona fide servants. They'll always know. You know, and Kṛṣṇa is giving the results of our activities, so he will give the appropriate result. If our desire is two-faced, then we'll get the appropriate result. And if our desire is sincere, then we'll get that appropriate result. And it may not look like what we think. Just like when I was trying to preach before I attained self-realization, I failed again and again and again and again and again. I could not get anybody interested. I could not make get any traction or make any headway whatsoever. So it looked like, oh, Kṛṣṇa doesn't like me. He's punishing me. He's making me fail on the outside. But what was really going on is Kṛṣṇa was protecting me from preaching prematurely so that I would finish my sadhana and then have a much higher level to preach on. See, it was actually a blessing. So sometimes in the moment, we don't know the difference